They'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
26-yard line.
Here we go, Sam. 42. And watch that. And watch the ball. Check 43. Right there.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there. Jets have a first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
It's our time. Check. Cross. Hey, Haywood.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Check three. Check. Man, Eddie. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, high 7.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 53 is the mark. Here we go, team. Here I come. Now.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Protein spill. Under crunch.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Stidham. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
22 Jet bombers, 22 Jet bombers. Hey, orbit. 53 to Mike, 53, check 53. Big grip.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Red 80.
Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. That's a what? Watch out. Red 80.
Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd down, Stidham to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
64, weak. Hey, Sam off.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Patriots.
Blue draw Corkers. Lights 57. 57's mine.
Yo.
No. Off.
Check.
Get it.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle.
Run.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
53. 953. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. There goes.
Now Stidham on second down. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Here we go.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Let's get that ball. Tighten up.
They'll run with Michelle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Stidham. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. 80 weapons. It's just me and you. Shoot.
On 3rd down, Stidham. He's going to launch this thing right at. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, watch the slant. Check. Red 80. General West. 51's the mic. Right there.
On first down, it's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hatchet. Hey, exit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
36. Check the back. Lady. 5.
And they give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Chase 3, 218, chop it. Ready?
Stidham from the shotgun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
And a Patriot first down.
50, plant. Check, 53, Mike. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. 6-6, pull it high. Take them.
Now Stidham on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Stidham sets to throw on first. Catch is made by Harry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing again here, Stidham. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Darnold now to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Darnold on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Here we go, D. And it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Darnold on third down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more.
But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
Stidham. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Ready? 15, line. 15 line. Yes, yes. 53 to Mike. 53, check 53. Go, go. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. I got it. Hey. Bam. 24. Check. Go.
3rd and 2, now Stidham. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready up. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Are you getting ahead? Hey, echo. Now.
To throw is Stidham. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there just before halftime. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
First down, New England.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Topper. 53. Check 53. Cut. Hit it.
Out of the gun, Stidham.
You got that.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
80 weapons. Ready.
Here's Stidham to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Let's go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
It's our time.
Following the penalty, Michelle. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now it's Stidham. Flush to his right. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. A give to Michelle running right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
60 on. Greystone, travel.
Stidham 1st down in the red zone. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Michelle. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Mike 57. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Check nickel. Protein spill. Let's go.
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Watch the pass. 42's the mark. 42's the mark.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Nice 42. Check pass. Check pass. Nice 42. Nice 42. Watch the run. Watch the touch.
To throw is Darnold. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Stidham. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Ready. Check 53. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, wahoo.
From the gun, it's Stidham. Got a man open. That's Harry. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
It's a gain of 8.
The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Darnold. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Hey, team 6, team 6. 951, 951.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
I'm here on 6-6. Pull it high.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch. Young lady. Mike 51. Watch the backer. Shift.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Switch. Hey, high 7.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A 64.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Second down, Stidham to throw. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll throw on 1st down with Stidham. And that's caught. It's Edelman again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Stidham going back to the air. Throwing right, and that's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Jets have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Darnold looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Switch.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Jets. Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jets, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they